Good morning, my friend. If you're a curious person who is also having a low self-esteem, there is no point of bringing yourself down. It doesn't help you, it doesn't resolve the problems, and I would invite you to try one method that helped me tremendously, and hopefully it could help someone else out there as well. And yes, I know that your first reaction may be like, oh, this is stupid, or if you try, you may also feel like there will be a lot of emotions coming at first until you get used to it. And this is mainly because from very young age we are programmed to avoid failure at all costs, right? Like in school, if you make mistakes, you get punished by low grades, and if you make mistakes, sometimes your friends or someone make fun of you, which isn't pleasant. So we are conditioning ourselves to avoid making mistakes and failing as much as possible. So one way that I found very useful would be to reframe failure, right? Like to not see it as commonly perceived, like it is a failure, it's something bad, but just study it for what it is, like data point, like something to learn from and find the patterns that cause it, if it's happening again and again, right? It's a learning opportunity. But because we are like conditioned to see it as as something terrible, the emotions which are coming together with it are usually very tough. So if that's the case, if you cannot like objectively analyze your failures, in the beginning you could try to basically think that the failure wasn't yours, but it was from someone who is dear or close to you, like a friend or family member. And then you would just try to understand why they are failing, rather than condemning them or blaming them. And that way you could understand where are the failures coming from. Just dissect it, just put it into as many details as possible, write down the circumstances in which the failures happen, and then over time you can maybe recognize pattern that causes it, and try to adjust it, try to avoid some of the common circumstances for those failures, or sometimes if you see like, oh, I'm running in circles on this one, right? I know, or I see what's happening, but I don't know how to interrupt the pattern. That's where you could consider getting some external help. But without understanding what's causing the failures, it's very hard. One other perception change that helped me is by seeing many successful people who did a lot of mistakes, who did a lot of failures, which they learned from. Because if you imagine that you are 100 failures away from your success, how fast would you want to go through those 100 failures? I think pretty quick, right? You know, that's the fail fast approach. Learn from each opportunity and improve a little bit with every iteration, which is super powerful. But it's easier if you detach the emotions from those failures. Like, there is no punishment for it. You know, it was just another iteration. It was the next experiment. It didn't succeed, but it taught you something, and this is the important part, right? It's where you get the knowledge. It's also where the knowledge learned that way is sticking better, right? Just think about when you made a mistake which haunts you to this day. You know, you still remember when it was, who, you know, made fun of you, and so on. So the making mistakes is a powerful tool, but the emotions which are coming with it are, you know, basically preventing you from learning. So yeah, this is where you can study your own failures, mistakes, in a more objective way, more structured way, and then learn from it, gather the experience, and get better. I hope that helps. See you, my friend.